Miss Jordan has been poisoned and lay dying in the infirmary. And we have a few suspects. So, whatever shall we do? Let's look around. Infirmary. Well, it's a bit mean to actually be mean to her when she's like that. Yeah, she might be a bitch, but didn't want to die. I guess we're done with this for the time being. So let's go. Also, where's the doctor? Oh. Someone took the bell, so I can't use it anymore. It's very quiet outside.
The lower deck is off limits at present.
Alright.
First, he wants to see me and tell me some vitally important news regarding the incidents on the ship, and now he's not here. Men. So I'll give him another 5 minutes. After that, it's his bad luck.
Oh, bother. That looks like the doc. He just...
Did someone just fall overboard? I hope I'm mistaken. I must have been mistaken. Who could have? And if not, what if there really is somebody out there, floating in the sea? I will tell the captain just to be sure. He'll know what to do.
I hope he can swim.
And you're positive that somebody fell overboard?
Yes, well, it was like this. I was just sitting in the restaurant, waiting for somebody. And suddenly I heard voices.
That's not unusual at sea. Never heard of the ship's kobold?
I'm serious. There were these 2 men and they were fighting. Well, at least I saw 2 shadows and got the impression that they were fighting each other. Then there was a loud splash, as if one of them had fallen into the water, and I could see only 1 shadow after that.
You really think someone was thrown overboard?
It looked like it, at
I said
least.
that already.
Did you recognize these men?
No, I only know that one of them had a long ponytail. At first I thought it was a woman, but the figure looked more like that of a man. The guy with the ponytail suddenly disappeared after the loud splash.
There's only one person on board who has a ponytail. Our ship's doctor. I find it hard to believe what you've just told me, but it can't hurt to have a look together. The doctor should still be in the sick bay with Miss Jordan.
Wasn't there before.
Thank you.
See? Everything's fine. Our ship's doctor is taking great care of his patient.
You think I'm crazy, don't you? I was sure that there was a fight and that one of them went overboard.
No, I don't think you're crazy. It was dark, and these things do happen. Just lie down and sleep for a few hours.
Right.
Actually,
I need to return to the bridge now. Good night.
yes, thank you. Same to you. Strange. Did I really just imagine it? Oh well, while I'm busy making a fool of myself, I might as well go and check whether my date has finally shown up. Just wait. I'll have something to say to him tomorrow, but I've had enough for today. I'm going to bed now. Well, now I'm reasonably well rested and definitely fit enough to give someone who didn't show up for dinner a good talking to. but I just heard very distinct noises. Looks like that coward doesn't dare leave his cabin. Is he only afraid of being yelled at, or does he really have something to hide? Maybe I should go to the lower deck and look through the porthole of his cabin. What's the doctor doing in this cabin? And is he really the doctor? And if he is, why is he wearing a wig? But even more important, who is treating Katerina Jordan? I really need to check up on her.
That was a long haul. And I didn't do anything. Right. I need proof that this is someone wearing a wig. I don't have a camera. Anyone in here?
That must be cabin number 4.
I guess not. I wonder if someone has a camera. He has one. Maybe we can borrow it.
He's looking at the photos on the wall with inordinate enthusiasm.
It does? Alright.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Are you on board simply to relax?
I have the same strategy as you. I like to combine business with pleasure. I'm on my way to a conference of the IADSES.
May I ask?
Of course, the International Association of the Discoverers of Stars in Everyday Situations.
Come again?
Virtually every magazine has sensational shots of stars in extremely embarrassing situations.
Yes, you can't really miss them.
We are also on the hunt for photos of famous people, but we don't climb trees and we don't creep through sewers. We have a code of honor.
I see.
For us, it's all about catching the star in a completely everyday situation in public. For example, when they are shopping in the supermarket, or driving, or going for a walk.
Sounds interesting.
Right. Camera, photo. Yeah, I wonder about that.
You seem completely fascinated by the photos.
To be honest, my fascination does have very definite boundaries. I only find the unknown beauty under the birch tree really fascinating. However, she does not seem to be a star, at least not yet. But perhaps that will change one day. Everyone started in a small way, you know. My first star was Sophia Loren, who accidentally spent too much time standing over a ventilation shaft during the opening of a department store. Unfortunately, it turned out that it wasn't Sophia Loren at all, but just a double. And it was no accident, but deliberately planned that way by the department store owner. Nevertheless, that was what started my passion for star photography.
And the photos on the wall can't even keep up with the Sophia Loren double?
Not yet, but I haven't looked at all the photos yet. Maybe one of them is a real hit. However, I realize I've become quite spoiled in this respect. Only real stars excite me now, and they probably wouldn't be seen dead on this kind of ship.
Who knows? Miracles happen.
You're right there. You usually bump into stars where you least expect them. For example, I once met a senator in the ladies' room. It was very embarrassing for him.
I can well imagine. But what were you doing in the ladies' room yourself?
That's a long story that you probably wouldn't understand.
No, probably not.
True. Camera?
That's a fine collection of cameras you have there. Aren't they pretty heavy?
Yes, they are. But I was once lucky enough to meet Gina Turner at a car dealer's. I nearly wept for joy. And then the camera didn't work. Didn't have a clue why, it just didn't work. I never really recovered from that trauma.
Understandable.
Well, since then, I always have at least 3 different cameras with me, so that something like that can never happen again.
Actually, you didn't have a camera with you yesterday, but fine.
I always thought the Chinese couldn't pronounce ours properly.
And I always thought Russians spent the whole day drinking vodka.
You can't beat good old cliches and prejudices.
Right.
I'll let you know if I bump into any stars on the way.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right, I have to talk to the captain maybe before I get that description of needing proof and all. Maybe. Aluminium? Yes, please. I'm sure I'm gonna need it. Now, what's all this about?
One of the most famous landmarks in Europe, even though there aren't many people who would recognize it. One of the most famous
Yeah, right. What's all this about?
I had hoped he'd look a bit less oily today, but I guess that's another hope I can bury now.
Hope he has a big sunburn on his back.
Hello,
Hello, pretty lady. What a piece of luck meeting you here. Have you taken part in our fantastic prize draw yet?
No, not that I know of.
Well, then it's high time you did. Otherwise, you'll miss out on our great prizes.
And what are they?
Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself. You probably already know that my name is Fleming Olsen, right?
No, but what's in a name? I can remember you clearly anyway.
Great. I leave a lasting impression on most people. Once they meet me, they don't forget me so quickly.
That's true.
Yes, you can say that again.
Here's something I'm sure you didn't know. I work for Rain Cloud Travels, the largest and most popular travel agency in Europe.
I see.
Like, we organize coach trips to all kinds of destinations, imaginable and unimaginable. You choose one, and we'll take you there. But not just like that. Our luxury coaches will ensure that you arrive at your destination relaxed and well rested. And
Great. What about the prize draw then?
oh yeah, I almost forgot. Even after so many years, I still get all worked up when I think of all the great possibilities we offer our customers. They include, for example,
Oi.
How does the prize draw work? What exactly can I win? And how?
I'm glad you asked. On the table, you can see a few landmarks from the destinations that we at Rain Cloud Travels offer tours to. Anyone who wants to take part has to build a model of one of these landmarks for a chance to experience an unbelievable, unforgettable journey.
Yes, I know some people who have traveled with this company and will probably never be able to forget it for the rest of their lives.
As I said, some passengers have already participated, so not all cities are available. But the selection is still quite good. Got Paris, London, Brussels, and Vienna. Just choose which landmark you want to build a model of.
And then I can win a trip?
A journey from our stunning range will be raffled amongst all the participants.
And if I win, can I choose where I want to go?
You don't have to worry about a thing. We practically pick you up at your front door and take you to your hotel. Of course, the excursions are free of charge as well.
But you didn't answer my question. Can I choose my destination?
We'll do that for you too. Just build a model of one of the remaining landmarks and you will get a numbered lottery ball from me. All participants will bring their lottery balls with them to the next port, where I will personally draw the lucky winner of a fantastic trip.
Right. Well, we might as well.
I'm off now for a while.
Oh, what a shame. But you can come back anytime. I always enjoy charming company.
Yes, I would enjoy that too.
I hope that was sarcasm, Nina. Really? Well, we might as well build some then. You never know, we might win. Do anyone remember the picture of the captain in my quarters? Which had the whatever in the background. Well, that's apparently a famous monument. So, and it's quite easy to build. Let's see.
My ticket for a potential dream journey. I'll build a model of the atomium. Even complete modeling amateurs like me can do that. If that doesn't win me a prize, I don't know what will.
I have no idea if that is a real thing. I never checked it out. Maybe I should. Anyway.
Here is my contribution. Can I win this great trip now?
The atomium. Well, you really have chosen the easiest of all possible landmarks.
Well, excuse me then.
Hey, don't put my work down. I went to a lot of trouble making it.
All right, this type of contribution also has a chance of winning our great journey. Here, please bring this ball to the prize draw in the next port. And with a bit of luck,
I'll soon be sitting in a coach full of people with smelly feet and screaming kids. I'm already looking forward to it.
Oh god.
you don't have to win the trip if you don't want to.
Yes, I do. Sorry, I'm just not feeling too good right now. This was meant to be a vacation already, but maybe I'll have more luck next time around.
Yeah, relaxing doesn't seem to be the biggest part of this. Anyway, now I have a lottery ball.
A lottery ball the size of a ping pong ball. Number 27. Maybe this will really win me a vacation.
Yeah, I've been on one of those journeys. Wasn't that
So
bad?
much for that gorgeous weather. Something's definitely brewing up there.
There's a storm coming. Right. Okay, we talked to Captain.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I think he's becoming tired of talking to me by now.
Does your doctor wear a wig?
Not that I know of. Why?
He's in a passenger's cabin at the moment, and he's definitely wearing a wig.
Look, I don't want to get personal, but you seem to have experienced a number of strange things here on board. Exchanged suitcases, disappearing handbags, doctors who went overboard.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything, but please understand, I've really got enough to do on this ship without taking care of the passengers' entertainment program.
Well,
Now just go and find yourself a nice deck chair and enjoy the journey.
but do I really look like some bored bimbo who just makes all this stuff up in order to grab the limelight? It seems I do. So I need proof. Okay, so I'll get some.
Right. There we go.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Even if I know what I need to do, I still need to go through with the proper process. Let's see. Hey. Boom, 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 boom. Right. What's going on around here?
Porter, barkeeper, and probably also baggage handler, cleaner, and cook. You have to be flexible as an employee nowadays. Why are you working as a barkeeper now? Didn't you have enough work to do as a porter?
Yes, more than enough. But what am I supposed to do? Special circumstances require special measures.
You're telling me. Where's your colleague?
That's a very good question, which I have already asked myself. When I see him next, he'd better dress up warm.
The question is, does the barkeeper's disappearance mean he had something to do with yesterday's events? And if so, is he the victim or the perpetrator? I must keep my eyes peeled and my ears to the ground to make sure I don't become the next person everyone worries about.
Great. Guests?
Is it worth opening the bar? There's not really much happening here.
To be precise, there's nothing at all happening here. But that's no wonder with that racket going on. Who wants to listen to hours of arrhythmic drumming if they can avoid it? But as long as there are no other guests here, I can at least escape the noise with my MP3 player.
Great. And the noise?
For how long has little Oscar been drumming already?
It seems like forever, but that's probably just my impression.
Yes, probably. Can't you persuade him to take a short break, or a long one?
I've already tried that, and it turned out to be a serious mistake. The kid would probably have stopped a long time ago if he didn't know how much he's annoying me.
And you put up with that?
He is the captain's son.
I see.
But maybe you can do it. I'd be eternally grateful.
I won't promise anything, but I can try.
Right.
I'm leaving now for a while. If I bump into the barkeeper while I'm gone, I'll send him to you, okay?
I would be very grateful to you.
I like this guy. And I like Oscar too, actually, but
There he is, the king of the bongos. It is quite amazing what a big noise you can make with such a small drum.
right.
Nice drums you've got there.
They're bongos.
Oh, sorry. How could I?
No problem.
You're making a terrible racket with those things. Can't you occupy yourself some other way?
Sure. No problem. How?
Well, how about playing ping pong, for example?
I've already played that. But the last ball fell into the sea.
Oh, well, what about swimming?
No, that's really boring.
Yes, well, what about reading?
Even more boring.
No, it's not.
I can see it won't be easy to persuade you to stop drumming.
Right. That won't be easy.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Well, now I'm really curious.
Cheeky kid. I like him, but it's difficult to look past that cheeky kid label.
So it is.
The barkeeper told me you scared off all the guests with your racket. Don't you think it's time you stopped that now?
No.
You can accuse him of a lot of things, but at least he stands by his opinion, loud and clear.
Alright.
Okay then, I'll leave you and this deck to this terrible noise.
Yeah.
Hey. What if he might maybe found another ball?
Oscar, you wanted to play ping pong, didn't you?
I can't. My ball went overboard.
I found you an almost perfect replacement.
Cool. Thanks. What's with the number on it?
It's a very special ping pong ball, and that's all I can say. And yet another chance of a nice vacation slowly going downhill.
Great, thanks. I'll go straight down and get my bat.
I'll just take these bongos to be on the safe side. A few hours break from this racket won't do any harm.
Now I have a set of bongo drums. Hooray!
Hasn't the barkeeper reappeared yet?
No, unfortunately not. If you see him at all, please send him to me.
Okay, will do. Nice and quiet here, isn't it?
Yes, how did you manage it?
Secret of the trade.
What a shame. I would love to know how I can avoid the boy's jokes in the future.
Yes, the kid's a crafty one, but I like him in spite of that. Or maybe because of it.
Above all, I value peace and quiet. Thanks a lot. You've done me a great favor and cut down my aging to its normal level. At least for a short time.
I'm leaving now for a while.
I would be very...
Yeah. Talk. For some reason I want the MP3 player now, thank you.
Can I borrow that?
You restored peace and quiet to the deck. It's the least I can do for you.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
If it had been me, I'd still keep it though. I had an MP3 player like that once, incorporated into the... Anyway. Preparations complete. I hope, or almost.
The magazine looks like complete garbage, but it has George Rooney on the cover. That's a good enough reason to buy it.
Maybe. It's an impression of George Clooney with no copyright things.
If I fold the cover correctly, you can't see the text anymore. Now, you could almost mistake it for a real photo.
It is a real photo in the magazine. Anyway. Now, let's talk to him again, shall we?
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Can I borrow a camera?
Could I possibly borrow one of your cameras?
I'm sorry, but I never lend them out. Since that time with Gina Turner.
Yeah, I get it, but it would only be very briefly. The Polaroid will do, and it really is very important.
I'm sorry, but if a star should suddenly turn up here for whatever reason, and my other cameras weren't working, and the star left the ship before you returned with the camera?
Don't you think the likelihood of that scenario actually taking place is much lower than the risk of being struck here and now by a coconut?
You would be surprised how many people.
All right, I can see that you can't be convinced with words.
Alright, what if I say George, whatever?
Do you know that George Rooney is on board?
Rooney.
Yes, of course. He's sharing a cabin with the Pope.
Don't you believe me?
Of course not. He wouldn't board a ship like this if you paid him for it.
I wouldn't be so sure. Haven't you seen the photo on the wall yet?
What photo?
Come with me, I'll show you. Here.
That would be a sensation. That would be too good to be true. But what would he be doing here? No, it can't be. You just want to annoy me. If George Rooney was on board, I would have noticed a long time ago. And you'd hardly be seeing him alone without bodyguards.
He's traveling in disguise. Of course, that goes without saying.
And why should he do that? He could buy a much nicer and larger ship anytime.
He still has his doubts, but with a bit of convincing, I could persuade him to take a photo of that false doctor. Then I would have proof that something here isn't quite right. There's this new series called, Emergency Boat. That's why Mr. Rooney has to spend a week on a small boat disguised as a doctor. It's really the only way he can see what the working day of a ship's doctor is like, so he can play the role perfectly.
Sounds logical, but it seems too good to be true.
Just come with me. I even know which cabin he's in.
I can hardly see anything. Is that really supposed to be George Rooney?
That's what I said. You can take your photo now. It'll make you a star among the professional paparazzi. But I want a copy, too.
That doesn't help me at all. There'd be nothing to see on the photo except his back.
He's right there. I'll have to find some way of making sure there's more of him to see.
I need some sort of distraction. This also took me a while because it's contrary to all logic. You could maybe say that that is so with all sort of games, at least nowadays, if not ever. music and it turns around for some reason. Let's try this again. Get this evidence.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Camera?
You wouldn't happen to have changed your mind and be...
Basically, it...
Okay.
Yeah, Rooney.
Okay. Now the photo should work fine.
Really? That would be great. Then come quickly. Yes, it should work now. But he doesn't really look like George Rooney. Are you sure?
Of course, he's disguised himself so that people won't recognize him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to prepare for his role peacefully.
Sounds logical. Another one for you. You've earned it. Here, this is for you. You just can't imagine what a favor you've done me. This is one of the greatest days of my life. Thanks a lot.
The pleasure's all mine, and many thanks for the photo.
Alright, now we have the evidence. Not of George Rooney, but that someone is not who he claims to be. It was the bartender with a wig. The bartender did it, which probably means that the real doctor is behind in our wake somewhere, hopefully swimming to land. Oh well. If the captain had just opened the damn door instead of just looking in through the window, this would have been cleared up by now. Anyway, this was your host, the Lazy Gamer, logging off. Bye guys.